Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Travis and today we're going to be listening to 1OK Rock Renegades. You guys have seen this band on my channel multiple times. It's definitely one of my favorite Japanese artist bands, without a doubt. I love this band. I love their music. I love reacting to them. You guys don't need any backstory. You guys know this band. If you don't, you guys are gonna discover them. You guys are gonna love them, hopefully, like I do. And so let's get into it.
Gotta find my soul. I've lost my faith in this broken system. Got love for my home, but if we cry, is there anyone listening? What a forgotten generation. We want an open conversation. Follow me on this road. You know we gotta let go. For all of the times that they said it's impossible, they built the hurdles, the walls, and the obstacles. When we're together, you know we're unstoppable now. I'm not afraid to tear it down and build it up again. It's not a fate. We could be the renegades. I'm here for you. We're here from each other. Let's start again. We could be the renegades.
Dude, I love this band, man.
They've been holding us down. They've been telling us to change our voices, but we're not part of that crowd. We made our bed and we'll make our own choices. We may be underestimated, but I know one day we will make it. Time to say it out loud. We are young and we're proud. For all of the lies and the burden they put on us, all of the times that they told us to just because we gotta fight for our rights and the things we love now. I'm not afraid to tear it down and build it up again. It's not a fate. We could be the renegades. I'm here for you. We're here from each other. Let's start again. We could be the renegades. We could be the renegades. Take a deep breath, close your eyes and get ready. Take a deep breath, close your eyes and get ready. Take a deep breath, close your eyes and get ready to fly. I'm not afraid to tear it down and build it up again. It's not our fate. We could be the renegades. I'm here for you. We're here from each other. Let's start again. We could be the renegades. We could be the renegades.
He is incredible. Love this artist. I genuinely do. Him and his brother. You know, My First Story, both of them are absolutely insane. They're family. To my understanding, their mother and father were also famous artists as well. Their whole family just comes from such a talented, just, gene pool, I suppose. They are just all talented in that family. This is easily one of my top 5 favorite bands. I would say, I would even dare say maybe top 3 when it comes to Japanese artists. I mean, I love Baby Metal and I love Love Bites. I would say this is probably my third favorite Japanese artist. Dude, everything about this band is just phenomenal. I love them, man. I don't know. I just sound like a broken record. I say the same thing. It's just overwhelming how just talented they are. I genuinely just love them. Got a fire in my soul. I've lost my faith in this broken system. Got love for my home, but what if we cry? Is there anyone listening? Usually when I think of the broken system, I think of governmental system. You know, how it seems like, just like in America, it seems like, you know, the rich are always getting richer, the poor are always getting poorer. You know, it always benefits the top 1% and other 99% suffer, you know, so on and so forth. So it definitely seems like the governmental system that is broken. But if we cry, is there anyone listening? And if I am correct about the broken system being governmental, you know, if I'm one of the 99% that's suffering, is anybody in government or anything that can change it going to care? Like, do they care about the people that, you know, are not giving them money to, you know, think a certain way? You know, like there is lobbying, for example. You know, a lot of people that can make changes in the government are being paid by the top 1%, you know, big businesses. Hey, you know, we'll give you this lump sum. All you got to do is vote this way. You know, so it's like I don't have the money to persuade these people to follow my, you know, follow my choice. It's always the rich people that really have control. You know, they pay the people that can make the change. You know, so it's like, do they care? You know, I'm not giving them money. Do they care about me? Do they care about my opinion or what I think is right or wrong? It just seems like the people that can make a difference don't really care about the people that, you know, are suffering because they can't benefit from those people. We're the forgotten generation. We want an open conversation. Follow me on this road. You know we gotta let go. We are the generation that nobody cares about, that nobody sees. And I can kind of understand that because it seems like every generation, like I'm a millennial, then there's like Gen Z, which is after me, and then whatever the next one is, what is it, Gen X or something like that? It seems like every new generation, like that's the only generation that matters, and the generation before them, nobody cares about. Like things change based off of the generation. The generation that comes before them, who cares? You know, their generation doesn't matter. We want an open conversation, meaning I imagine he wants everybody, regardless of what generation. He wants an open dialogue. He wants everybody to have an equal say. He doesn't want anybody to have more leverage than anybody else. He wants everybody to kind of come together as a collective. Follow me on this road, you know we gotta let go. Follow me on this road, like, look, if we all collectively come together, you know, as one cohesive unit, they're gonna have to listen to us. Like, our system is, they keep everybody divided. The thing that is really bad about human nature is so many people always like to put themselves into tribes, whether it's political, whether it's racial, it could be something as stupid as, you know, whether you're iPhone or Android. Like everybody likes to put themselves into all these different tribes. I feel like generally what he's saying is, regardless of how you feel, we gotta come together as one cohesive unit, because then they're gonna have to listen to us if we stop being so divided as people. For all those times that they said it's impossible, they built the hurdles, the walls, and the obstacles. When we're together, you know we're unstoppable now. I'm not afraid to tear it down and build it up again. It's not our fate. We could be renegades. I feel like this is just tearing the system down, and I honestly, you know what the sad reality is I feel like most people feel this way about their own governmental bodies. I feel like in the beginning it's good because it can regulate certain things, but it always ends up getting so big to the point where they kind of start impeding on your day-to-day life, and they get too big. And I think most people feel this way. God, I really hope this is talking about like governmental kind of. That's how I'm thinking, because if it's not, I'm really going on this long tangent for nothing. But that's the thing about music. You interpret it how you want. So he could be talking about something entirely different. I'm here for you. Are you here for me? Let's start again. We could be renegades. That's kind of how I feel. It's kind of like, I think back in the day, you had these tribes, you had these villages, where everybody looked out for one another and they were kind of their own people. They took care of each other. They didn't have this like government body that had control over everything. So it kind of almost feels like, look, if we got to go back to that point, I'm here for you, you're here for me, we're in this together. Like, if we got to be renegades, we got to do our own thing and be our own tribe or group of people, let's do it. They've been holding us down, they've been telling us to change our voice, but we're not part of that crowd. We made our beds and we'll make our own choices. So the people in power want them to change their voices. They probably want them to kind of conform to a certain way. I feel like that's so relatable in today's system. And that's why I'm not really interested in watching like the news and stuff like that, because, or like anything like political, you know what I mean? Because it's so divisive, and like, if you feel one way and you're going to listen to people that feel the same way and you're going to further reinforce your own way of thinking, and then the same thing with the people on the other side, like, that way of thinking is going to be so ingrained into you that you're never going to be able to see the other side's perspective, and you guys are forever going to be at each other's throats. And that really feels like what those people in power want, because if nobody is ever united, then they never have to worry about anything. So I feel like when it talks about change your voices, like, kind of like, stop thinking the way you're thinking and voicing the way you're voicing. We want you to think and voice what we want you to think and voice. But we're not part of that crowd. We made our beds and we'll make our own choices. We're not part of the sheep, in my opinion. The sheep that, we're going to march at the beat of your drum. We're going to be our own people. We're going to think the way we want to think, and we're going to make decisions for ourselves as free thinkers. We may be underestimated, but I know one day we will make it. Time to say it out loud. We are young and we are proud. All these independent people that can think for themselves and understand that can see things from both perspectives, and that aren't conformed into this side or this side. People that are free thinkers and that can have a rational discussion. You have those people littered all over the place, separated. And he's saying at some point those people are going to find each other and they are going to come together as one group, and they are going to become a big enough group to where they're going to have to acknowledge us. They're going to have to hear the message that we have. They're going to have to hear our voice. For all the lies and the burdens they put on us, all the times that they told us just because, we got to fight our own rights and the things we love now. Whatever they have to go through to fight for the right and for their voice and for the message they want to get out, they're going to do it. And those people, the thing is those people in power that are putting all this, like in this instance, all these burdens on these individuals and trying to make them conform to a certain way of thinking and changing their voice, all these different hurdles they give and they put in the way of these people, the people that go through the most trials and tribulations, hurdles, burdens, the most difficult life, they tend to be the strongest. So understand that if you're one of these free thinkers and you feel like your voice is trying to be silenced, all the issues and the struggles you're going through, while at the time they absolutely suck and you hate having to deal with that, do know that these tribulations you're going through, every time you overcome a new hurdle, they're just building you up mentally and you're becoming a stronger person for that. There's going to become a time that regardless of what wall they put you through, they put in front of you, you're going to knock it the hell down. You've knocked down 1 billion walls before then. At some point, you're going to become unstoppable, and that's what they're doing to these people. All these people that are free thinkers and want their voices heard, they are just becoming the strongest people out there. They're going to keep knocking down every wall these people in power put them in. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and get ready. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and get ready to fly. I love this. I love this. I mean, this is my interpretation of the song. I hope that I'm on the mark with the topic. But I really love this song. I really think that if you're somebody that can think for themselves, somebody that doesn't have faith in this broken system, somebody that wants to advocate for change to better the system. All these hurdles you're going through, you're becoming a stronger person for it. And if you do not like the system you're in, try to get into a position where you can have more authority into possibly changing the system for the better. Because unfortunately, while this system is still in place, that is probably the best course that you can take, until this system inevitably comes down, because I don't know, it's so funny though that it feels like every system of government, most people feel this way about the system. Most people have lost their faith in the system. I feel like the majority of people feel like they don't have a voice and they don't have faith in the system. Look, do what you can. Try to get into a position where you can possibly have a voice in changing the system as it is now, and hopefully change it for the better. Regardless, keep staying a free-thinking individual. Try not to put yourselves into all these tribes. It's okay to think a certain way, but definitely try to be able to hear the other side, we are people at the end of the day, regardless of how you think, whether you guys have, similarities or differences. We are all people. We all have different experiences, different walks of life, different ways of thinking. We have to be able to see things from everybody's perspective. And we just really have to be able to see people for being people. Not what they think, but we just have to be able to look at the other person and just be like, look, while I understand that I may or may not agree with you, I still see you as a person. At the end of the day, you and I can go get a drink. Let's hang out. Let's not let these differences, stop us from uniting as people. I like this song a lot. I just love this band. Definitely my third favorite band if I had to rank them. I'm always going to return to this band, so, look, if you've never heard this band, what the hell are you waiting for? Start binge listening to their music. They are phenomenal. One of my favorite bands. Absolutely. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know how right or wrong I was with my interpretation, because when I talk about a topic like that, it's kind of like it can be potentially a divisive topic for sure. So I don't know how the, Japanese governmental political system is. I have not really much idea. So for any Japanese listeners, I would love to know your interpretation of this, how it parallels, how it differences from how it is the political system is there, the governmental system. I would love to know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.